Sometimes weeds that we find in our vegetable garden aren't altogether harmful. An example here is in our raised bed garden in the backyard here in Tulsa. I have a red oak that came up from an acorn that was sown by a squirrel last year. And I left it here through the summertime and on into the winter, made a note that it is a very nice red oak. It had good foliage, and now's a good time to move it going into late winter. I've started my hole and I just want to finish it up. And then I've got another hole all prepared to transplant it over to. You may find little seedlings like this around your yard and garden that you could dig up this time of year, take advantage of some nice weather, and then move them over to a more desirable place. I've got a plastic bag handy. One thing about moving bare root trees is that you want to keep as much soil around the roots as possible so they won't be disturbed, because it hasn't been growing in just a perfect container. You're just digging it up in the wild. So I'm just going to slip this into the plastic bag, move it over to a hole I've prepared, and there I'll give you some tips on how to keep Bermuda grass away from these young seedlings while they're getting established. One nice thing about digging up seedlings around your yard is that they're free, but they do require just as much care as a plant you might have paid cash money for at the nursery. And this red oak will do well if it doesn't have any competition from Bermuda grass its first year. And I'm planting this in the middle of a Bermuda grass lawn. We've dug out the sod, moved it away, and then dug our hole away and prepared a rather wide hole. You'll find when transplanting seedlings that it's not so important that you get all of the taproot. It's more important to get the roots that are growing horizontally or out from the taproot, and it's important that they have room to grow out into the soil that you're planting them into. Now I've tried to keep as much soil around this red oak as possible. I did cut the taproot in the process of digging it, but that doesn't really bother me. The tree will be just fine. I got plenty of those other roots, and that's what's important. Now we don't recommend that you go out and dig trees in the wild from the woods. Some of them are endangered, some of them are there for conservation purposes, and so if you find ones in your backyard, that's fine, but we don't recommend you going along the roadside and digging up trees just willy-nilly. Okay, backfilling that with soil, probably back to about the level where it was growing, where I found it in my garden. And I'm not putting any soil amendments in. I've just dug a nice wide hole, like I mentioned, so the roots can grow into that. Now, that soil is very, very moist right now, so it doesn't need much in the way of additional water. And the next step to keep Bermuda grass out is to lay down a bit of landscape fabric. Now I've cut this into a round form and cut a circle in the middle and just slipping it over the top just like a Christmas tree skirt. The next step is to weight it down with a few rocks or bricks or whatever you may have around. And then just put some mulch on top of that. I have a little bit of cedar bark mulch here. And that'll keep any Bermuda grass that may still be down in that soil from creeping up through the landscape fabric. It'll help hold in moisture. I may still have Bermuda creep in from the lawn, but that's pretty easy for you to keep edged and keep away from. But it will prevent those surprises from growing up through the tree and preventing it from growing as well as it should its first year. Well, look around your yard. You may see some seedlings coming up that you want to transplant and enjoy them in another part of your home landscape.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.